sa unit ni
We're
Press
going
sa
to Burj Khalifa to press home. Excited na, grabe. Ito ha. Excited ba? Kasama ko. And the one and only Sir Jun Raboy. Absin. Oh, excited ka na ba? Okay. So, yun. Ready. We're going to Burj Khalifa. Yeah. Going to Burj Khalifa. Ito po yung paano siya ginawa, yung Burj Khalifa. So, galing. Amazing. So, nice lang. Grabe, thank you guys sa pag-invite sa amin dito sa Burj Khalifa sa unit mo. And with the performers. Yes, thank you friends. God bless you. Okay. So, sila po yung mga gumawa ng birds. Galing. Excited ba? Sa layo pala, no?
They are part of history, diba?
Opo. Yung iba talaga nagbabayad pa. Pumipila, binibriefing. Time pa the end-world.
Pero pagka yung
Super
pagka New Year.
yes.
Pag New Year.
Ito pag New Year. So blessed kasi meron tayo presidenteng sobrang generous. In-invite tayo dito sa kanyang tirahan. Burj Khalifa. Yeah! Galing. Ito yung pancake nila. Pancake nila. Alright. Yeah. Yes, the making of Burj Khalifa. Nakatapos na magpa-picture. And punta na ulit kami. Dire-diretso ang paglalakad papunta sa taas ng Burj Khalifa. Excited na ako makita si Press. Grabe. Dream come true, guys. Amazing. Yes. Sir Jun. Yes. Time for yes. Excited na. Yahoo! Thank you, Press. Bilis na.
Ang nililit na version ng version. The first and only Bilyonaryo here in Burj Khalifa. First and only Filipino. First and only Filipino. First Julius.
Ito na, pang 76. Ito, bilis na. Parang humikab lang ako.
are really spec according to preferences namin. The refrigerator is Sub-Zero, Miele. The appliances are top of the range. But more importantly, the selection of furnitures are handpicked by me and by my wife, and by June, some of them. Actually, it's not my wife, okay? He's my partner. He's my side chick. Biro lang po. So, as you know, he's my friend for a long time, best friend. He's your best friend. Just to clarify. The seat is a Bentley coach, couch, and everything else to the highest possible standard that I could get that suits my taste and of course my budget. Of course, there's a budget for everything. I mean, not because you can afford to spend an entire resource, you have to. The property itself is already in 8 digits plus. In dirhams, we're not talking about, we're in Dubai of course, so in 8 digits, so that's 10 M and up. I won't mention the exact amount. The renovation is a little less than 5 million dirhams. That's something that I'd like to mention. The renovation and the furniture all together. So if you total both of them, it's really pricey. But it's not the price, it's not the furnitures, the appliances, or how much I spent here. What I want you to understand is why I spent that much and why I got this property. Siguro, those are the things that should intrigue you more. Hindi yung mahal ito, or what ito yung kinuha. You know, I live in the Philippines. I am from the Philippines. We are all from the Philippines. I could just simply spend a similar amount of this kind of investment in another property, in Manila. But I spend it here. The reason is that long time ago, before I got this place, I dreamt of dominating the Middle East market and the African market and the European market. And I need a striking distance to do that. To do it from Manila, I always have to, really travel intercontinental and deal with different time zones. But if I'm here, I'm halfway between Manila, Europe, and Africa. Sa negosyo, it's very important that you're within the pivot point where you don't really have to compromise other things just to reach out to your business. If you notice, when I do business even in Manila, I usually relocate myself to somewhere near or within arm's length, or as I call it, striking distance. So for me, striking distance to those other continents is Dubai. And now, how else do you want to do it? Of course, here in Dubai, this is the most iconic and perhaps in the Middle East and in the world, Burj Khalifa. So that's the opportunity that awaits you. That's the benefit, or some of the benefits that, are offered to those who have the choices. Gusto ko makita nyo how I envision dominating greater markets. Hindi yung gastos na ginamit ko rito o yung nilabas ko rito and the marvelous unit that I have here, but my intention, my why. I thought it's crap. I thought hindi na mangyayari yan because of hindi na natin kailangan pag-usapan kung ano yan. Because of what happened with our previous company, or I don't know if some of you are from the same company. That doesn't matter anymore today. But I live for another day and thrive and pursue my plans. In life, many things might not happen according to your plans or to your preparations. If you fail, all you need to do is live another day and work on them until you achieve them, until you make them into a reality. This is just the beginning. Dubai is the starting point. It is not the finish line. So, you think bigger, you think greater, not immediate, not sooner. If you're having difficulty, nahirapan ka yan, baka, I don't know, you may not be making much yet. But I'm saying, you look to the greater picture, the bigger picture, you work on the plan, these are just some of the things that could also happen to you. It could be another way. It could be a huge farm in your province, or a beach house in an island, or your own island, or your own province perhaps. It's up to you. I'm saying things are possible. They are not easy. They are not that easy to achieve or to be there, but they're possible. So if you think this is impossible, if you think even to go here is impossible, now it's not. You've been here. If you think, am I dreaming? Is this reality happening right now? Then you tell that to yourself. Diba? Some people can go here. You have to pay at the top. I don't know how much. 100, 200 dirhams. I don't know what to take a photo. I don't know. How much is that?
4 or 5.
400? Wow.
500.
So how much do we have to charge them? We give them a distributor's We give them a distributor's discount. 25%. Right? Of course I'm kidding.
What did you study?
I'm not, of course I'm kidding. Not 25%. Just a good inspiration to all of you, and you carry out. There are days after visiting this, you will hustle, you will grind, and you will get down. You will get discouraged. You could entirely forget this place. You go back to your phone, check your history, check this video, check this photo. Go back to that. That is dream turned into reality. And reality tells you that life will be full of challenges, but you just have to go back to your dream and you work on that. Days will come, madadown ka, balikan mo yan. Whatever happened to that day? Whatever happened to that impossible that became possible? So you don't have to give up. You can rest for a while, you can pause for a while, but you have to go back to that. I'm saying this because this is going to happen to you in Enron. I'm not saying this is not going to happen to you in other companies or in other ventures, but I doubt if it would. Because if it could, others would have. But they didn't. Or am I the only one crazy enough to do it? Now, if I'm the only one, then don't you wish to be the crazy leadership of my company? Because I've seen how crazy people achieve great, significant feats in history in the world. Because if you want ordinary, if you want normal, then you are not in the right place. You can just work out there, or in the Philippines, or somewhere else, be mediocre, be mundane, be the ordinary. It's your call. But if you want this, and the many things that I have, like, of course, do not focus that a lot. I'm not sure how it will inflict you for something, but yeah, just like this. Just like this. Refrigerator would cost you an equivalent of 1 car already. Yeah. I mean, you can research the price. The tourbillon watch holder behind you could cost you a similar amount to a Ferrari, to a brand new one. But nobody knows.
Monday juice pa.
Sorry?
Monday juice.
Sir, ikaw na. Well, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, the Jews here are really something to look forward to. You pay about 90,000 dirhams a month. So that's practically about 300,000 by today's currency. Right? That's for the Jews. That's not the rent. That's not even an amortization. I own this place. So I'm not renting it. It's just the juice. So that you can have, by the way, that's not even the electricity. So that you can have, a great support system for the building, for the maintenance. And that includes the chilled water. Which means, people from Dubai would understand that. So that, not all water coming out of your faucet are that hot. So, pinapalamig nila yun in the process. That makes it very expensive. You know why? I'm on the 93rd floor. If it is within the ground floor, you want me to chill your water, it's easy. How do you deliver a chilled water passing through the system of this building to the 93rd floor? Isipin mo, kung binabomba mo yan, diba? Kung sa probinsya, binobomba mo yan. Di ba nakakapagod ka sa sayo pa lang, binobomba mo? Isipin mo ilan ang nabobomba nun sa ilalim, di ba? Na machine, of course, the horsepower working the machine. Malayo yun. So, it comes with a price tag. Not the place alone, but success. But is it worth it? Of course. It's not only worth it, it's priceless. It's not expensive, it's priceless. Why? Seeing you taking a photo of me or video of me right now that looks like shit. You just woke up and woke up like this. Pero siyempre, when I woke up, nagsapatos ako. Hindi ako natutulog ng rubber shoes. Worth it. Seeing you and inspiring you. I don't know what will happen to you the following day next week. I don't know where will you go. I don't know what will you do. But it's important I'm able to share you this life. And you met someone who's reached this level of success and can still talk to you this way. Others, hindi mo sila makakausap. I mean, seriously, pag nasa labas ako, hindi mo naman din ako makakausap eh. Why would I talk to a stranger? But this is a different situation. This is my home and you were welcome here. So I want you to cherish that and share that to them. And for all you know, pag kinuwento mo yan sa kasambahay, sa katrabaho mo, sa boss mo, kapitbahay mo, kamag-anak mo, kaibigan mo, sa driver, kahit makanino, hindi sila maniniwala sa'yo. But you have the photo, you have the video, you can show it to them. Diba? Because it's too surreal. Pwede pala yung ganun nangyari. And this is not my only home. And I've been over here for like years, and you know, I survived to maintain this one, and didn't only survive, I thrived, and I enjoyed it. So I wish I could tour you to other rooms, but they used it, and I just arrived a couple of days, and my maintenance crew is not around today because they're busy networking. They're doing handwork. So I'd like to show you the rooms, kaya makita niyo mga undergarments and that. But I could show you a pic. So that's it. And off the record, if you could, I have some fancy wine and taste appetite for whiskey. You don't just don't post that. I don't know if it is really a trouble here. If not, then you can post that because you're not even drinking, so that's not a problem. But my appetite for things like that are really some of the nice things that are provided to you when you can really afford. I was stopped by the customs officers a couple of days ago when I came here, when I purchased some of those because there's a limit for an individual coming in to Dubai for purchase of liquor. But they got somehow impressed with the kind of choices that we have. Not usual for someone young and not alcoholic, I'm not alcoholic. I just love seeing them. And looking at them reminds me that there are greater things I ever made. And those are just some of the things that I could afford to purchase and stare at and not even drink them. I'm not displaying them. I intend to open them after the big event. So, I intend to not only look at them but also to use them and enjoy them, of course, with my guests. So, yeah. That's just a little bit about myself, not the bill. So thanks for those guys going to Abu Dhabi. I send you all Godspeed. You take care and do the rest. Self-service, coffee, water.
Thank you, Fred.
You guys I can show you how they do. Take a look at this main soup. Even my neighbor has mustard
Natin natin yung wine na 300,000.
Hindi, sa mga...
Dito kami natulog.
And the left is another room. But actually, it's really nice.
Si Pao kasi dyan.
Oo, kasi yan. And my room.
Dito na yun. Mga bahay. Sabi ko may labas na tapos na.
Wow! Nice. Thank you. Wanna see my armory? I have an armory.
Sabi harmony.
No, but don't get shocked. I mean armory. My armor. My modern, today's gentleman's armor. Soon. Odd. Don't forward. Don't forward. Don't forward. I showed you because when you see me in photos, great, no, I love having safe photos. Different materials. Different. I mean, that's the modern day armor of men, and for women, you have your dress, your bag.
Galing.
And of course, look at the ceiling, that's you. You will find yourself. Yep. So I had to mention that they are not the same. They are different.
Kaya nga sabi ko, bakit?
Yes. No, it's ceramic. Ivory will be required a different permit because we have to kill a lot of elephants. Also the music and the lights, of course, you can only utilize it. Even first actually, you can limit a little bit if you find it too bright. If you want it more cozy, yeah. Alright, so hindi ko na kayo reset yourself. Take care.
Habang nandito sa bahay ni Burj Khalifa.
June, can you check, June, kung sino na dyan? For this to work,
Pwede pong video.
of course. Okay. Where's si June? Alright. So for this to work, it has to be propelled by the power of course, the turbine of the system. And it has like a 30-day power reserve. So you would know if it's running out of power when it goes to the lowest point. So it's like more or less a 30-day. This is like from 1 to 38 day power reserve. So if you it should start from here, and if it's already at that level, so I think we have already consumed about 23, 22, more or less 20 days something power reserve. So if you want to really sort this out. Isipin mo, baka hindi sa'yo yan. No, this one naman is a different piece. But there are no watches, so. But it's supposed to have watches, and then they are supposed to turn around according to setting. You can set them individually. Of course, each watch has their own specific one-year requirements. So you can arrange them accordingly. Yan ang pa-intricate mo sa atin yung review. Hindi ko man. Ihipa mo pa. Just kidding. So at least I made this work instead of that. Then when you close it, that becomes invisible. So to protect your identity or something as well.
Ayaw, nawala yung light.
Grabe dito guys. Performance.
Ito ang sin. Sipaling mo na ito. Sasabihin mo sa'yo.
Para naman yung 6 months